There's so much questions regarding buying Seamoss these days, so much confusion, but that ends today as I'm gonna answer all your questions on how to find that high grade Seamoss. Because we almost alkaline, yeah, almost alkaline, yeah. Ja, Rastafaro. Blessings of Wholeness family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Akeem. Pierre, if you're new, welcome to the vibe. Today, we're doing the buyer's guide to Seamoss. As y'all know, I sell Seamoss. I've been selling it for about 4 to 5 months now. And in this time that I've been selling it, I've realized there's a lot of confusion going around in the industry. There's a lot of just confusion. So I just wanted to come forth and share what I have learned throughout this process to help you all make better buying decisions when it comes to purchasing your Seamoss. Because as we know, Seamoss comes from the sea, it comes from the ocean. And our oceans are, being intoxicated, being poisoned right now with a lot of toxins. Like for example, there's a lot of bladderwrack where I'm from in Vancouver, just in the ocean, but no one eats it because there's so many different shipping containers and so many boats and little bit of oil leakages and things going on in these ports. So we don't want to be eating that kind of Seamoss. So there is a good reason for us to be aware and to know where we get our Seamoss from and to know the quality of our Seamoss. But I feel like there's a little bit of confusion that can be cleared up quite easily. So let's get into it. First off, I want to say that there's people saying is the Seamoss real or is the Seamoss fake? Like, how do I tell? Most likely there is no fake Seamoss. The most likely situation is it's wildcrafted, which means it comes straight from the ocean. People go out there, nature does its job, ooh, go ahead nature, do your thing. Let me decline that one. Nature does its job, and you're like, woo, go ahead nature, do your thing. And you go and you just go pick that Seamoss and just say, give thanks for providing the environment, providing the space for this nutrients to be this grown in the form of Seamoss. That's wildcrafted. Then the other form is pool grown, which is when they actually just, set up a pool as if it's in your backyard, maybe a little plastic pool, and they just grow Seamoss. It's just a plant at the end of the day. So the question isn't, is it fake or real? Is it wildcrafted or is it pool grown? And in order to get into that, there's some important things that we must know. The first thing is, who are you buying it from? Do you know them? What's the website look like? What does it say on their website? Is there things you can contact them on? Is there a way to, do they have any other products? Do you trust them? Important questions to ask. And then the next thing would be, once you know who you're buying it from, to see where do they buy it from? Where do they get their Seamoss from? So example, my Seamoss comes straight from St. Lucia. So when you get Seamoss from me, you know you're getting Seamoss from St. Lucia. Woo! I don't know if y'all seen those oceans. Those oceans are so clean, pristine, beautiful, far away from all the big islands, from all the big ports. That's why I chose my Seamoss in St. Lucia. Now I ask you to ask whoever you're buying your Seamoss from, where do I get it from? And I feel personally, just the way I feel, would be to get your Seamoss from an island in the Caribbean or possibly off the coast of Central America. But I would say the Caribbean is the best because you have these isolated islands away from the major ports. Like Vancouver, like I was saying, Vancouver's huge. You have these big ports in Central and South America. So you want to stay away from those places, and you want to stay away from Seamoss that comes from China. It comes from China, y'all. If you look at Alibaba, you can buy Seamoss for $1 a pound. It's that cheap. And there's a lot of oceans, there's a lot of seaweed growing over there. But do you want to get it from their oceans? The nuclear waste, the oil spills, the pollution, the thing about you don't even want to breathe in the air over there. So what's their ocean looking like? So that's why I say find somewhere in the Caribbean to get your Seamoss. That's probably going to be your best bet. And next off, you know who you're buying it from, you know where they get it from, and then ask them, is it wildcrafted or is it pool grown? And that's going to be very important because the wildcrafted is, that's the strong one. That's the Seamoss that's going to have most of the nutrients. It's like Michael Jordan faced some adversity. He faced some troubles, hardships in his life where he didn't make his basketball team, and that made him stronger. And it's something similar to Seamoss. You can think of things that are growing in nature. They're growing in harder environments, like inside of say a greenhouse or inside of a pool, they're gonna fully control for every variable. They're gonna get a perfect amount of sun. They're gonna get a perfect amount of nutrients. They're gonna get a perfect amount of like whatever it may be. And that's the perfect environment. That's what we love in this Western society. But nature does no wrong. We don't need to improve upon nature. Trust nature. That's why Wildcrafted is the way to go. So wherever you do get your Seamoss from, I personally believe Wildcrafted is the highest of the high grade of healing. So make sure your Seamoss is Wildcrafted. Do yourself that favor and get it straight from nature. That's gonna be the #1 way for you to extract those benefits and get the most out of your Seamoss. So that's like the basics of how do you know if you're getting that high quality Seamoss. And the next portion is how do you not tell if you're getting Seamoss? Because people be like, oh, my Seamoss doesn't look like yours. Is it fake? Well, first off, we already answered that. It's not fake or real. It's wildcrafted or pool grown. But next is, if you look at this batch that I have here, this is why I brought this Seamoss out, is because this is one batch. I get my Seamoss from the same place and it looks so different, right? As I said, nature is very diverse. Nature produces different things and that helps it become stronger. It helps it become more adaptable. So this batch here is more of like the traditional golden Seamoss that you see online that most people are talking about. This is like that real classic. As y'all know, I got the crystals in here. Gotta charge up your Seamoss. So this is the golden Seamoss, but even if you look closely on this Seamoss, you'll see there's some color. Like it wanted to get purple, but it just didn't. So within this batch, there's still variation. This is another batch from the same place that I got. And look at this. This one strand, you could think of this as like one plant. This one strand has different color leaves. Like here is, this part is so light, it's so clear. And then this part is more like the traditional golden Seamoss. And then this part here is pretty purple, right? So this is what nature does. Nature produces variety. Nature produces diversity. And that's how it is such a perfect cycle. That's how it happens. I talked in my last video about the burro banana and how it's going extinct. It's because us humans try to create the same thing. And when that happens, it goes extinct. We run into troubles. So don't judge Seamoss off of the color to see if it's real or fake. And just know that it comes in various colors. It comes in various, like this is a little bit thicker. These are thinner ones, right? It comes in various sizes and also different strains. There's different strains of Seamoss as well. And with different strains, there's also the purple perked out Seamoss. Then there's the yellow Seamoss. Which one's better, Akeem? Which one? I can't tell you because everybody is different, right? Just like, let's say in nature, and the color signifies what it's gonna do for you, what it has in it. So when you look at something like yellow in nature, that's like the carotenoids. And those carotenoids have a certain properties that is gonna benefit you in a certain way. And when you look at nature, you see something that's green, you're gonna see chlorophyll. Like you can just look, oh, green, that's chlorophyll. You know, that's gonna be detoxifying. That's gonna be bringing magnesium into my body. And when you look at the purple, you can see the anthocyanins, what's in blueberries, right? Things like that. So it just depends on what's best for you. So this yellow golden Seamoss may be best for you. You may want to get some of this darker Seamoss, or you may just want to get that purple Seamoss. You're going to be able to test it out. You're going to be able to try it out yourself, see which one is best for you, right? But before getting into all of that, first just make sure the source is coming from a high quality source. You trust that source and you know where it's coming from. That's the most important part. All right, y'all. So giving thanks for tuning in. Give thanks for, just the support. The orders have been crazy on the Seamoss. I'm trying my best to keep up. Like it's so wild, but I'm so grateful. Like truly, I'm so grateful for the support, for the trust that y'all are putting into me. And I don't take that lightly. So when I'm here doing the work, when I'm here packing the Seamoss, when I'm here making sure that it's on time for y'all, I'm doing my very best and I'm working extra time. On top of my regular job, I'm working extra to make sure that y'all get this high grade healing. And it's an honor, it's a pleasure. If you've bought Seamoss, write a comment below. Let people know how it is. And if you haven't bought Seamoss, you can go to the link in the description, akeempierre.com, and you can order your Seamoss today. I'm gonna do that for you personally. I'm gonna fulfill it personally. But yeah, just giving thanks, and thanks for tuning in. We're here every week, at least once a week. I may be adding another video in soon, but for now we're doing it once a week. And I'm just giving thanks for y'all for tuning in. We're the family. This is my soul tribe. Y'all my family for being here, because y'all interested in your health. Y'all interested in diving deeper into seeing how you can uncover the best parts of yourself. That's why I chose YouTube instead of going on to like an Instagram or something like that, because YouTube is for the seekers. You don't come to YouTube and scroll. You come to YouTube and you say, oh, how do I this? How do I get better? How do I lower my blood pressure? How do I whatever? You know what I mean? We go and we search for things. So y'all here watching this video, I just want to give you kudos. I want to send y'all love, and I want to let y'all know that y'all on this path and y'all special. Like, y'all in a special class of people. And take this information, whatever videos you watch it, really take that information and make sure you just apply it. All right? It's so easy to get caught up in just taking in information and becoming an information junkie. But one of my favorite quotes is, if information was the answer, then we'd all have six-pack with $1 billion. We'd all be billionaires with six-packs, because we all have access to the same information. What makes it different? Some people apply the information. So go ahead, go apply the information, go live your best lives, go uncover your best selves today. Don't wait for no one. And sending y'all love, sending y'all balance. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Ja! Rastafaro.